Hi everybody. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Happy New Year's for everyone who I haven't seen in a little while, and hello everybody. Mr. Yuru, thank you so much for the 3 months, dude. I appreciate you.
3 months, let's go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hello everybody. Just arrived to Minnesota. What a great thing to see you. Hey, what's going on, Wara? How you doing, bro? Ikono, how you doing? K Eats, what's going on? A lot of Liam. Hi everybody. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a
Love
day.
from San Diego.
What, Ram, how you doing, man? Love from San Diego. What's going on, bro? Derek, thank you so much for the Prime as well, man, for 4 months. I've been good, man. Dude, I ended up, man. I was watching an episode of Boy Meets World. Bro, I don't know why, like, that show got to me today, bro. I actually shed a few tears. It got to me.
How you been, my good sir?
It's a good show, man. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Today has been productive. I will say that. I did actually do a lot of looping with switches today. Just bought the Lindy Limo cable from Space. Oh, dude, they're nice. Just got my parallel clock in. Yeah, I'm loving mine. I think these are so cute looking. Pretty sure I have it upside down. No, I don't. My time might be wrong, though, because I was fiddling with it the other day. My time is probably wrong, so I need to go in and fix that. Actually, I put in really old batteries, so I'm not even sure if those are working right now. Perfect person to watch while I am lubing switches. Oh, God. Dude, I hope you're having a good little lubing switch session, because I'm not gonna lie, today... Oh, you know what I actually started watching today again? Thank you, Soren. I started watching not Left 4 Dead, wow. Walking Dead again. I left off on like season 9 or season 10. So I was like, you know what? I think now is a great time to start it all up again. Oh, I forgot to ping the server. Hold on 1 second, guys. My favorite show, Left 4 Dead. It's easy to get confused, all right? It's so easy to get confused. Poor Glenn. Yeah, it's been a little while with that show, huh? It has definitely been a little while. All right. I'm looping a set of MM switches. Hell yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me know your Twitch. Spaghetti or lasagna? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely a spaghetti guy. Like, high key, lasagna does nothing for me, bro. I don't know why, man. It never has. When I'll post Instagram story too. It never ever has, man. What about you guys? Spaghetti or lasagna? I don't mind lasagna. It's all right. So nice.
20 months and we celebrate with the Dark Lord Cthulhu.
Hell yeah, dude. Huh? We're praising Cthulhu today? We do have Cthulhu switches, so. I need to twitch.tv/Alex. That is not how you spell my name. Alright. We're done. Hello Adam keyboard? Oh, is that the Lego one? FE Envoy is looking tight. Yeah, it does. Lasagna is one thing. Spaghetti's like 1,000. I also agree with that too. I also think lasagna is hard to do right. Like, if I'm being real with you guys, lasagna is pretty tough to do, like, correctly. Because, like, at the end of the day, I need lasagna to have, like, a certain... Like, okay, do you guys know what I mean by, like, kind of mushy lasagna? Like, when lasagna is not done right, it's kind of, like, soggy. You know what I mean? It can be done really poorly. Whereas I feel like spaghetti... Even if you do that kind of wrong, like, it's still pretty good. But, like, a bad lasagna is just bad. So I always feel safer taking the spaghetti option. And honestly, like, the few good lasagnas I've had, yes, they're good, but... Is that, like, silent lasagna? Mushy? It's silent, yeah, dude. Soggy lasagna is the best thing ever. I don't know about that one. Speaking facts, lasagna is high risk, high reward. I guess it would be. What else is high risk, high reward for foods? You gotta nail the par cooking of lasagna noodles. Yeah. Pew's bitch lasagna is great though. I remember that. Pizza. Fuck, man. I'm not gonna lie though, man. It's pretty tough to fuck up a pizza. Like, it's really tough to fuck up a pizza. I ordered my first board ever, the Heracles 80. I can't wait for Sunday to do ours. I'm like so pumped up to do that keyboard. You are so clueless. Wait, Soren, how is it hard to fuck up a pizza? It's super easy to fuck up a pizza? Wait, how? Someone explain to me right now. Bad crust? If you follow instructions, bad pizza is still good pizza? I've had really shit pizza and I still eat it. How bad people are at it? Dude, the crust is 95% of the pizza. Yo, low key. Okay, I'm just gonna say this one time. People who are like so into like that thin crust pizza where it's like nearly no dough and it's just cheese and fucking pepperoni and shit. How? There's like, I usually don't like judgment, you know, passed on to food choices, but like thin crust pizza, I just don't get it. I'm not talking like normal crust or like thin-ish, but I'm talking that shit that's like basically like paper thin. I've never understood how people like that. Preference, totally understand that, but there's a little, I guess for me, there's like a little bit of like a, I don't see where the taste comes from. Because for me, a pizza needs to have the dough. Otherwise, it's just cheese and tomato sauce. Pizza bowl. I know what you're talking about too. Healthier, undercook it, overcook it, burn it. People are amazingly inept at following instructions. You know what? You're not wrong, dude. Thin crust is about the topping, not the dough. Not my thing though. I guess you really need to have good toppings though. Just less carbs, but yeah, crust is good. That's the only judgment you'll ever get from me out of this stream, by the way, guys. Talking about the thickness of crust with pizza. That's it. I haven't built a board in over a year. Any 65% group buys around for 500 US? You might want to wait for Mode's new stuff. But what's right now for 65%? I feel like there was a few, but I feel like everything's gone now. Stream color's looking good today. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I redid everything. Okay. I want to tell you guys some life news. No scope. Thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, I'm always hungry, man. I'm literally never ending hungry. So some stuff. Alex, they finally fixed the saturation. Oh yeah, everything's been fixed for a few days now. I think my camera is a little off-centered right now, but I keep bumping into my my desk as I'm working. So I've been bumping into my thing here, but I'll fix it later. Some small little news. I wanted to bring up some small news. All right. Soldering tutorial video will be the first priority of all the videos because everyone's been asking for a soldering video. Dude, I appreciate that, Anonymous. Thank you so much for the gifted tier 1. Thank you, guys. And noobs, yeah, if you want to say noobs. Then I'll be doing like a room tour. But other stuff I want to do is I want to do more blog posts, just talking about feelings and just like stuff like that. Mentorly, oh my God. Okay, if you guys don't know, taking a pause here. One of the people that I kind of grew up in doing this stuff with in the last few years is Mentorly. So if you guys haven't followed Mentorly, go follow Mentorly. She's an old friend and I hope she's doing really well. Very proud of her. Hello, how are you? Hello, Mentorly. Haven't been here in a while? It has been a while, hasn't it? I hope you're doing well. I saw you've been starting to stream again. Is it going to be consistent? Or are you just doing it more for funsies? Thank you so much for the tier 1, by the way, Mentorly. So nice.
Cheers.
Good evening, guys. What is that thing on your keyboard? The desk mat? This thing? This tiny little mat. It's from Keycap. I'm gonna try it, but I have other priorities. Hey, understand. Take care of those, but I'm happy that you're doing stuff. Your setup looks really good, by the way. I was actually gonna talk about that. I'm gonna get more stuff behind me because I have no real shelving in this room. There's just some drawers, well, some cabinets, but there's really nothing. So I have like no actual cabinets, I guess, like, or vertical storage or anything like that. So I'm redoing that this weekend. And then I will be doing some sort of like desk tour type thing. And that's where I think that the blog posts are gonna come into play. But thank you, Minchuli. Did you hear the keyboard sounds with those IEMs? Okay. The secret to having the IEMs in is you don't put them both in your ear. If I do, then the weird thing is, like, obviously there's some passive noise cancellation with that, and then I can't hear myself talk. So then I talk louder, and then I also can't hear the things around me. Nothing is good means you can custom. Yes, exactly. That's why we're gonna do a whole bunch of IKEA stuff this weekend. Average. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. Would you ever do best board switches of the year? You know, I was doing some like hardcore thinking about that, guys. My thought is, yes, they do attract a lot of views, and I do want to do it more for fun. But when I do this kind of stuff, like best of, these are my preferences. And just like Soren said, it's too much of my preference. I wrote a whole script for it, and I don't know if I want to do the video, truthfully. The script is done for it. Maybe I'll do a blog post. I just don't know if I want to do a video because I also feel like so many people tried so hard to do things last year, and so much of it is opinion based that I don't know if it's like truly fair, you know? Favorite is different than best. I know, but me and you know that, Warden, but there's gonna be someone on YouTube, and I've seen this. Any influencer can say whatever board's their favorite, right? And they're gonna be like, well, Alex said this is the best board of the year because he likes it the best. And I can label it as preference based. I can label it as my favorites. I can label it as like, please don't use this as your favorites, and someone will do that. A lot of people do, Lucas. Is it worth the time and struggle to lube stems? Yeah, dude, the way I lube switches, very simple. Actually, I did the whole video on YouTube. I just lube stems now. That's it. Nothing else. Stems and springs. Does Novel Keys have a Discord? They do. It's on their website at the very bottom in the footer. By the way, guys, this client sent me these switches today. They're called Cthulhu's. I guess they're a Franken switch that I don't know if this is like a thing that people have been doing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. These feel so good in hand. So they are a bubble stem. I don't know if you guys can kind of see them too. It's a Gat Ink bottom, Hoshizura Zora top, bubble stem with a 65 gram slow spring.
Love the chill vibe in your streams, man.
Bro, Alex, I appreciate you, man. We try to keep it super chill. Just positive, chill, good vibes, you know? Dude, these feel so good. But like, don't get me wrong, I love these. Fuck, man, these are kind of expensive to... They might be blue. I don't know how long this person's had them, but man, Franken switches get pricey though. By slow, does that mean the spring length? No. So I believe the way that the tension works, it's like it varies. So it's just like it's a slow actuation time or a slow return or something like that. There's like a whole chart on how that stuff works. I don't want to like lie and tell you guys and speak out of my ass. So, but let's actually see our keyboard today because I actually didn't get to take a peek at that. Also, the client sent me Rev 3 TX stabs and stabies. Not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know if I want to use these TX stabs. They said to use whatever.
Hey, can you flip the sonnet? I want to see the back, ha.
Sure, dude, I got you. Thank you so much for the prime. There's the back of it. I don't know. Wait, it was Gap Bottom, Bubble Stem, and Witch Top? I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but the Hoshijoras? So I think we're going to stick to the stabies today, because I don't know, man. I have not been liking the Rev 3. We can just use shims, but I have not been liking these Rev 3 TX. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when we get there.
Happy
Yo,
New
CG,
Year,
bro.
Mr. Alexotos.
Happy New Year, man. Hope you've been well. Love you, bro. The cool thing about this, though, is we do have a hot swap PCB. So if these end up being really shit stabs, if I decide to use the TX ones, at least we have a hot swap PCB to fall back on. Also, really like the color of this hot swap PCB. This is kind of cool. A lot of flex cuts. Aren't the cream sodas the same as Cthulhu's? You know, the interesting thing about that is even if it's identical materials, sometimes depending on when it's made, you know, in this particular batch, they've added sparkles or like sparkle flecks into it. I don't know if you guys can really even see that, but there's little sparkles. Sometimes even that affects, you know, this very minute part of sound. I said the same thing with even the glow-in-the-dark tops. The glow-in-the-dark tops did sound different from other materials, even if they were the exact same. And I've heard different dyes, different powders you mix into these things can affect, you know, a very small amount of how these things sound and feel. So, ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this color. Black and gold. My sonnet is coming tomorrow, so excited. Dude, I'm excited for all of you guys to use your sonnets. Ooh, this is pretty. All right, let's get the toolbox out. Let's actually put our feet on and stuff too. So I just quickly watched what you were saying about the lubing the stems. Should I just avoid lubing the stems since I already did the bottom housing? No, I'd say you're gonna get more coverage on the stem. If you already did the bottom housing, do the stem too. Just do a light coat. There's no point in doing just the one now. I think you've already gone the distance. Just do both sides. This is just my opinion, by the way. You don't have to follow it. I'm just trying to give you like the best advice for what you can do to make your switches sound good. But I would go the distance, like, and just do both. Do everything. At this point here, you're already committed. You know, continue the commitment. It's always interesting to see the finalized boxes for these things because my box did not look like this when they sent it to me originally. I do remember Cthulhu's for the most part using Gateron Milky tops. Interesting variation using a JWK top. I mean, they feel good in hand. Let's take all of this stuff out. Alex, what's going on, Soren? Lube in the bottom housing rails. I always get too much lube at the bottom switch. This is why I've just swapped to... do you have a spam protection filter on your TTS donos? I don't even know what that is, Soren. Why? How do I set that up? Peepo shy. Rutro raggy. I don't get it. You guys make no sense. Alright, let's do this. Oh, is there another PCB here? What PCB is this one? Oh, there's two hot swap PCBs. Wednesday we'll have a second season, by the way. Netflix just announced it. Oh, it's gonna be on Netflix? Maybe I'll start watching it then. Round 2 had different internal structure, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen a round 2 Space65 though. It's been a little while. Well, I'm just gonna make sure what PCB we're gonna, or what plate we're using for this, cause you signed my R2? Yeah, I really like the R3 because I think it has the better internal structure of just how it mounts and all that stuff too. So I always get a spare PCB just in case. Yes, that is also a very, very good thing. Wait, what plate are we using for this? I don't actually have a note. Nordland, thank you so much, dude.
Good day, sir.
I don't think we actually ever talked about this, of what plate to use. What plates do we have? FR4, PC, your choice? Are you letting me pick everything, Alpha? No alu. I don't actually think the Space came with alu. Oh, by the way, Alpha, because I didn't want to ruin your aesthetic of your switches, you sent over some white Desky films, and then on the second batch of stuff that I was lubing, I ended up just like using my batches of Desky films. But just to let you know, the KTT roses, we cannot film. They do not close with any sort of film at all. So these ones here are just going to be lube, but I'm going to be using GS2 for these. All your other switches you sent me are all lube, by the way. Everything's good to go. I will think, dude, I'm kind of thinking we use, how do these sound in hand? No, I think I am going to use FR4 for this. But the poem does, nah, let's use FR4. The FR4 is probably going to be the nicest combination of things. I think FR4, and then if we use a piece of mid-plate foam, that's going to be the best combo for everything here. So FR4 is basically the same material that the PCB is made of. It's more on the plastic. I don't know the exact like composite of what it is. Yeah, it's like fiberglass, but think about it as more like a plasticky sound signature. But it's more of a hard plastic, so it's a little nicer in that regard. The only thing I don't know where you put is the feet for the keyboard. Is this in this baggie? I think it's in this baggie. Was I right that I forgot to? No, actually you were wrong. You spring swapped everything. Everything was spring swapped. You were A-okay. I think you did the thing that I do, Alpha. Bro, I have this really bad habit of when I can literally lock the door to my condo, walk down the hallway, turn around and be like, did I fucking lock the door? I do that so often. And then I'll walk my ass back to the door to make sure I closed it. Dude, I just like instantly forget some stuff. Not condo. Condo. Oh, my stomach's growling. I do that all the time with locks. Dude, I know I didn't do the KT roses, and that's why it probably got me all confused. Yeah. I haven't even touched the roses yet, but everything else is done. These ones here, it did too. These are all finished. And these are all done too. I do this all the time. I drive 20 minutes to work and make sure I have camera bags in the trunk. Dude, what's the worst time I ever thought I forgot something was... What did I do again? It was... I got on the subway. Oh, I remember what it was. This is a while back though. I got on the subway. Like I already left my house, got on the subway. The moment the train started moving, I was like, did I forget to turn off my soldering iron? And I wasn't, and this is back when I was still living with my mom. And I ended up calling my mom and I'm just like, do you mind running? And the weird part about this is I hadn't soldered since the night before. Luckily I turned it off, I guess, after stream, but until I got the text message back because she was busy, I was like having a panic attack that I was gonna burn down the house. I'm just so forgetful with like little things. This is why I put everything now on like one of those Wi-Fi power bars. So that way there, if I forget, I can just go into my phone and turn everything off. Can I actually burn your house down? Beats me, but I don't want to risk it, you know what I mean? No risking. Yoshi, what's going on, dude? Where are the feet? Oh, here they are. I'm always asking my girlfriend if I lock the car. Dude, it's like, do you guys feel kind of embarrassed, by the way? We need a test? Oh, I don't want to test it. Are you kidding me? I always feel slightly embarrassed. This is a beautiful color. I've never seen this color of Space65 yet. This is really pretty. Black and gold. What part of Canada do you live in? Toronto. I am from Ontario. Toronto, Ontario. Anyone have a car that if you lock the car at once, it doesn't make a noise? Oh, isn't that pretty common these days, though? Yeah, the black and gold is really pretty. I have not ever seen this color in person, even with the other Space65s. So we were talking about how people can't follow instructions earlier. I just fixed the perfect lemon pepper Atlantic salmon. Wait, what happened? You just made one? Salmon's really good, man. I think salmon is one of my favorite like seafood dishes. Although I really do like scallops, like a lot. And then the odd time I have it, just some nice lobster with like butter always hits different. But other than that, like I enjoy most seafood, but I don't go crazy for it. I don't start to like, you know, salivate over that kind of stuff. All right, very pretty. Can't wait to put this all together. All right, now that we put these things on, let's actually just move this to the side and we can start lubing our stabilizers. Hi, Kill Switch. Asian style salmon? What's Asian style salmon? I can't say I've had that. All right, and stabs. Now, the question is, what stabs do we do? Alpha, do you care? I think we'll be fine with the TX stabs, because I know how to fix them now. You just have to add a little bit of extra lube underneath. Steamed salmon? Salmon's good. You know, I haven't had bad salmon unless it's been like poorly cooked. Alcon, what's going on, dude? Ultima, hey Alex, life's been pretty busy for me, but it feels good to tune in again. Dude, I'm happy. Has it been a good busy though? Because you know, there's good busies and there's bad busies. Not really. The only reason I sent TX tabs because they're the long pull version. Let's try them. Because again, I fixed mine. Just got an Apex. You win, bro. Guys, I can't open fucking stab boxes anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so bad at opening these boxes now. Am I a sushi guy? I actually really like sushi, yes. It's the age. Don't say that, Crown. Don't scare me like that, my guy. Wait, do all the TX stabs come like this now? In plastic? Or is it just the long pull ones? Wait, did mine come like this? No, mine don't ever come like this. They come in the foam. I don't think I've ever seen TX stabs that come in the plastic. Mine were in foam? Yeah. Are you sure these are Rev 3? The new ones do? Oh. Alex turned 70 in a single stream. Gearing up for the eventual finding a job phase. Feeling nervous, but I think I got this. You'll got this. I think, dude, one of the biggest life lessons I can tell you guys about when you're looking for jobs. I know this is hard to convey because once you get told no or once you don't get the job that you want, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say things will work out because sometimes they don't, right? I'm a big believer in you gotta make things. Like you gotta like push yourself for things. You have to make your own opportunities. But I will say this, there's gonna be no's. There's gonna be people who don't call you back and stuff. But you have to be prepared for that. And don't let that get you down is the big thing. Do not let that get you down. I actually don't like them in these plastic things. Rady, thank you so much.
Any plans to upload Command 65 VOD to YouTube? By the way, 8 months and still going strong. Thanks for the great stream and content.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I don't even know if that VOD still exists though, Rady. I should just build the board again because it was such a fun keyboard to build. Maybe we can just do that, but I don't even think that VOD exists. That's the shitty part about fucking Twitch, man. They just remove everything after a certain amount of time. I thought about what you told me last time. I put in my 2 weeks notice to pursue my interest in photography and selling art. It's a big risk, but I'm honestly really excited. Do your thing, man. Like I said, the one thing I'm gonna say is it's good to have, and I've always been a firm believer in this as well, it's good to have some sort of fixed income while you pursue your passions. But if something's really just fucking you up mentally, like if you're just getting home and you're just like drained already, perhaps it's time to look for something new. And I'm glad at least you have something that you can do in selling your art and your photography and stuff like that. That's still technically a job. So very proud of you though, dude. Hey there, handsome, how have you been? Richie, how have you been, man? How's life been treating you? And let's grab wire. Wire. Is this only 6.25U? The PCB? It is. Okay, making sure. 40 to 50 hours a week of hundreds of PTs yelling at me so much. So, yeah, dude. I feel you, dude. You gotta, I don't know, man. That kind of stuff, if you push yourself to do your own things, and if you're confident in your own abilities and, you know, realistic confidence too. The one thing you'll never get out of me, guys, ever, because I think this is super detrimental to self-growth, all right? If you ever come to me and tell me, give me your honest critique on if I can do something, you know, if you're coming to me with a piece of art, I will tell you I appreciate, you know, anything. Like, there's things I am clearly not good at. I am not good at so many things. But one thing that fucks me up, and fucks me up for a long time, is people just gassing me up, telling me I'm good at things, rather than just telling me, hey, I don't think, obviously you can be fucking nice about something, but like, just rather than just telling me, hey, I don't think you're really great at this, why don't you focus in on the things you are good at, right? Because it would either be one of the two. It'd be like, oh yeah, you're doing great, like, and just lie to my face, and I'd be like, oh yeah, self-confidence. Or just be like, no, you're shit at this, and kind of make you feel bad. But I think there has to be like that middle ground of properly gassing you up. Honest feedback, yeah.
Look at that cutie. Is
Got
that
goodies.
the new Molindy?
It is. Do you like it? Fuck, I don't even know why I have these. There's no lube inside them. Okay, let's start looping some of this. Actually, I need one of these now. It's been good. I got back to college in 2 weeks. Or I go back to college in 2 weeks. I just got done with some KTT roses. Starting to therapy soon. That's big, man. No shame in that. Very proud of you, dude. Very, very proud. That's always a great step to take, man. Constructive criticism? Yeah, constructive. So we got insult then compliment. If you want to take it that way, sure. I just think that, like, I know a lot of people who have been gassed up to do things, and they sit there struggling. Like, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys some real stories. I have friends who are close to me, or some that used to be close to me anyways, that did things for years. And I've always been like, man, and it wasn't so much, if they were enjoying what they're doing, that's one thing, you know? But it was one of those things of like, I can't understand why this is not working for me. Like, I don't get it. I'm beating my head against this. And everyone's telling them, no, dude, you're doing great. And I'd always sit there on the sidelines being like, but this isn't, like, you know, realistically, like, this isn't up to par of what everyone else is doing. And I'd always be like, why is everyone gassing this person up? They're not even enjoying what they're doing anymore. And that's kind of that's when I started realizing that, like, you need to have that proper constructive criticism, and you need to, like, understand the things you are not good at doing, or else you're going to be stuck. You'll be so stuck, and it's just not healthy. That's why I've tried so many things and tried doing so many different, you know, things in my life, like job-wise. Trying to give constructive criticism to super defensive people, that was tough. I'm actually kind of super defensive with some stuff. Usually shit that I'm super passionate about, that I'm enjoying for my own sake, is stuff that I get super defensive about, though. So I understand. But if it's something that, like, I legitimately want criticism, I'll ask. People are slowly shying away from being critical in a constructive way, and because we should all be positive. We lost our way in believing you can be positive in your criticism. Yeah, dude, I actually agree with that, man. Even the way that tech reviews are, it's rare, and I love the reviewers like this. It's rare that you see tech reviewers who are just, like, positively reviewing something but still being critical about it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to sit there, and I think it's also a tone of voice. I think there were a lot of people who, like, review, or, like, I'm just not talking about tech, but just anything, and they think that critical needs to have meanness to it. Yeah, I think Gamers Nexus is kind of fun to watch, because, like, even in their, like, critical stuff, they're always kind of having fun with it, and they're never really, like, in some cases they get it kind of memey, but they're never really, like, you know, just completely dumping on a company for trying something new, unless they have done something stupid or toxic, you know? For example, all the NVIDIA stuff that's been going on lately. My God, bro. the big dump on the Nvidia products lately has just like absolutely killed me. Also, a big reason why I've been shying away from computer parts in general. It's such a ripoff these days. Like, I just feel like every computer part that's come out in the last little bit has been so either hard to obtain, overpriced, or just something doesn't feel right about some of these computer parts, man. The guy in Discord who critiqued my photo submission cited the good things and rationalized things I can improve on. Yeah, and you gotta like take those things. Not all of it comes from a bad place, but as long as you're being friendly about it. AMD isn't safe either. Thank God, bro. I'm off of all those things. I'm with Mac, baby. Give me that M1 chip, baby. I'm so over mainstream computer stuff. So over it. I think I was over it when I was having trouble locating a CPU, and it was just like, oh, 100% Soren. They all have their shitty things, but I'm so glad. I looked at my Steam wish list and realized so many good games don't need a nuclear power plant GPU to run. Yep. Big yep, dude. Not everything needs two 4090s to run, you know? Oh, they're definitely not a great they're definitely not, like, they're not heroes either, Nork. But I will say this. Again, this is my experience. Having a Mac now, even in the last month and a half that I've used it, has been so much more efficient for my work, so much more efficient for daily browsing, because there is less issues and stuff just kind of works here, whereas the simple stuff on my PC build, and I've gone through a bunch of different PCs over the course of streaming, have all had issues. And it hasn't been like an issue gaming or like maybe it's too hot. I mean, like, shit just did not work. And it was infuriating, especially on the AMD platform that I was on. I thought it was amazing at first, but then I realized there were just so many goddamn problems with the USB hubs on the motherboard. Swapped out the motherboard to another one. More problems. Learned it was just AMD's fucking CPU that didn't work with a lot of this stuff that need to have in like Gen 3 because the Gen 4 shit caused problems with the whole computer. And it was just like, how is this stuff still going on? And I remember sitting there for a year checking for updates on the AMD stuff. Nothing. No updates. Nothing fixed the problem I was having. I understand it's geared to, like, it might be like geared towards gaming, but man, it sucks that sometimes even the more daily stuff you can't do. I haven't switched over to Final Cut because I have my Apple subscription, or my Adobe subscription, and I'm just very familiar with Premiere Pro right now. But it's been a dream. Like, I've had no problems. The USB issue still hasn't completely gone away in my case. Yeah, dude, it's so infuriating. Bellsprout, what's going on?
Hey Alex, hope you've been well. Happy to catch a stream again, Snail Love.
I'm happy that you're here. Yeah, I've been okay. I will say though, I wish I got my results in for my sleep apnea or sleep test thing. It's the only thing I'm kind of waiting on, but otherwise it's been pretty good. How have you been? I hope life's been good for you. Apple are able to control everything from hardware up to software, so it's definitely more efficient and consistent. Yeah, which I think is a big plus too. The struggle with PCs is that there's so much variation in quality, especially drivers. Yeah, and that is definitely part of the issue too. Like, there were so many combination of things. I think my breaking point with my PC system was when I picked up, when I was having. Here, dude, actually, this is the craziest part about this. You guys remember how I thought I was having problems with all my cam links? And I was like, dude, I can't, like, my cam links were freezing and nothing was working. I'm like, it has to be the cam links or it's the USBs. And I tried like so many different things. I even bought one of those PCIe Express cards. And I tried all these different things, spent tons of money trying to fix it. Ends up just being an AMD problem. And I tried different CPUs. I got it replaced, got the motherboard replaced, I switched out the RAM, everything. Nothing fixed it. And all that stuff, like, you know, knock on wood. Give me some wood to knock on. Knock on wood, it all works fine here. So it's just kind of like, from a standpoint of what just works, I'm more happy with this. If you want an efficient window machine, go with the Microsoft Surface machines. Aren't Surfaces just as expensive as Apple computers, though? Out of curiosity? I don't know the price and I don't want to make an assumption, but I am making kind of an assumption. I thought they're around the same price. I do like the displays in the Surface, though. Those are kind of very pretty. Silicone dampeners? In what area are we talking about? Do you see Ubisoft is going to make an open world Star Wars game? Sounds promising. I don't mean to be critical of Ubisoft, because I think they have good work, but I can already picture it now. You guys ready for this? This is going to be the formula for the game. Open world. Map isn't discovered yet. Climb up watchtower. Discover area. 16 missions come out. Defeat the boss of the area. You are done in this area. Move on, go climb some other tower. You've discovered the area. Defeat that boss. Move on. Every Ubisoft game, from Assassin's Creed to Far Cry and everything else they've been, it's all the same formula. Climb tower, missions appear, do a bunch of trivial shit, defeat the boss of the area. Same one music? Okay, dude. Division Star Wars? I actually didn't mind Division, but it also kind of got repetitive. So much for asking Alex if he was going to play Diablo 4. Yes, I am 1000% going to be playing Diablo 4. But if that ends up sucking, I am going to be pouring all of my time back into Path of Exile. I don't care anymore. Path of Exile was a lot of fun, and the only reason I've stopped playing it is because I know I'm going to get addicted again. Do you ever stream games? I plan to in the future. Not right now, because I really want to focus up on doing keyboard streams, but yeah, in the future I kind of want to. I think that's going to be definitely something on my radar to do. PoE is the real Diablo now. It's really good, I have to admit. I got really into Path of Exile. I think in like the few months that I played it, I ended up pouring like over 200 hours into it, and I really enjoyed it. Have you tried TX long pull stabs? I'm going to try them right today. This is my first time trying them. I've never had a batch of these before. But tell me I'm wrong. That's not going to be the formula for that game. If they can think of something more fun that feels more like an open world game, because there's only a handful of games, I don't want to say a number, a handful of games that I feel like have been true open world that I felt good playing and not like very linear. Which is Witcher. Witcher, even though it had more of a linear aspect to it, it still felt like an open world game. Morrowind. Oblivion to some degree, and even Skyrim, I'd say, is like felt more open world. But Morrowind was the best out of the three for me. Elden Ring as well, yes. Elden Ring was great as well. But if they can get a game more like that, where it feels truly open world, I think it's gonna fucking kick ass. But I swear to God, if they do the fucking Watchtower Discover Missions thing, I'm done. I'm done with that stuff. Morrowind slaps. I feel like Morrowind never got the praise it deserves. I feel like everyone praises Skyrim, but Morrowind was way better in my opinion. Even Oblivion gets proper praise, but I feel like everyone always glances over Morrowind, dude. Yeah, Morrowind, because your choices matter. 110%, I agree with that. But other than that, what other open world games have been truly fantastic? The Pokemon games... Nah, I would not say. The Pokemon games are still kind of linear. Breath of the Wild, yeah. To a degree, I like Breath of the Wild. Fallout? Chozo. Is Chozo here? I don't know if Chozo's here. Chozo would know more about Fallout than me. I don't remember New Vegas all that well. Maybe I should go through the Fallout games. Maybe that would be a fun thing to go through. You legit just reminded me how much I hate Ubi games. Yeah, I get really bored with Ubisoft games. For some reason, some stupid part inside of me was like, the new Assassin's Creed with the Vikings is going to be so cool. Feels like every other Assassin's Creed game recently. If you've played Any of the new Assassin's Creed games, you've played them all. It's the same formula for every game. Just rebrand it with a slightly different storyline. Oh. Why are these so tough to put in? Okay. Morrowind and Oblivion were very buggy and hard to finish. Bro, I don't remember Morrowind being... I remember Oblivion kind of being buggy. But Morrowind? I thought Morrowind was actually pretty polished when it came out. I played a shit ton of that game. I don't remember it being buggy, though. Alex. Yes, Soren. Soren's gonna correct everything in my existence now. Rose-colored glasses? No way. If that game was buggy, I would have remembered it, bro. 110. I don't care much for Morrowind's combat, honestly. It's an older game, though. Gotta be honest. I love New Vegas for the side quests.
Typing this with my Space65 R3 also Alexotos love.
Thank you, Tartar Sauce. I appreciate you, dude. What do you have in your Space65? You know what? Fuck, I really actually... You guys are getting me in the mood to play Fallout again. I really want to play Fallout now. Maybe I'm going to do that after stream. Did anyone ask you about the mode Envoy yet? People have, but I mean, I can't really say much about it. And I haven't seen it in... Well, I've seen like stuff about it, but I haven't seen it in person yet. I want to play Fallout 3. I think if I'm going to do something tonight, because I do have kind of a free night ahead of me, I'm going to play Fallout 3. That's what I'm going to do. Titanfall? Bro, I don't know why Slurpless. I swear to God, I thought you were going to say Anthem, and I was about to like poop all over your existence right now. Because if you said Anthem, I would have actually cried. I would have actually ended the stream. That had to be the biggest letdown for a game ever, was Anthem. Seriously, the worst game I've ever played. Hope you're doing well. My take, last great Star Wars games was those KOTOR 1 and 2. No, I loved KOTOR. KOTORs were amazing. Dude, did you see they were trying to sell Anthem for like $1 on EA? On their store there? And then I saw a bunch of memes, people saying that's still asking too much. It just was... I feel bad for the devs because I was told that they, I think they even got a release that they rushed the shit out of the devs and pushed them to finish that game. I wish they'd just taken their time with it. Because, like, I know what the game looks like. I feel like that game would have held up even today if they had just not rushed that fucking game. Anthem has been under sub plans for a long time, free often too. Yeah. They had to pay me to play that again. It was so bad. Bro, it sounds like Cyberpunk. I will admit, Cyberpunk was at least more entertaining. Alex, would you recommend the parallel sequence as an O-ring board? Yes, but if you can, I would opt to get the array over the sequence, just because I feel like that's the more fuller sounding of the keyboards. Cult of the Lamb? Okay, I liked the game, but I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I kind of lost interest, and I think that farm aspect or whatever it is, like the city aspect, I feel like that kind of made me lose a little interest. I don't know why. I don't like upkeep stuff like that. Because I feel like it's chores, and it's not really fun. Risk of Rain's really good. Yeah, I'm not into those harvest games, like Harvest Moon. What are those? There's like also another one too that's really popular. Oh God, I don't remember. Soulstone Survivors is really good. Stardew Valley, yeah, that one there. I tried, guys. I really did try. I just don't. Even Animal Crossing, I tried. I bought the game. It's not for me. If I play with someone, yes, I can get through it. But I don't think I have, like, unfortunately, the patience for those type of games. Where's my cap? Here it is. Like, do you guys know what I mean? It's not saying they're bad games. Fuck, man, It's really hard for me to push through those games. Really, really tough. All right, let's test our PCB here. It got you through some bad early months of the pandemic. I'm happy that it did, though, man. That's huge. Where is the daughterboard? Is the question. That's the cable. That is this. This is this. This is this. Daughterboard? Hello? It was such a happy, wholesome game. Yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't. I just think it wasn't for me. I think there was a huge part of it that I was just kind of like, eh. It's still here. I think it's in the board already. Oh, it might be. Yeah, it is. You know, the one place I forget to check is inside the keyboard. All right, let's put this to the side. Did you put that there, Alpha, or did it come like that? All right, let's take this apart then. I tested out. Oh, okay, you already tested it. I'll just double check it, make sure it's all working before we install everything. Actually, what I'm gonna do is grab this guy. Just put this here. I love that PCB. Yeah, it's actually really pretty looking. The purple and black does look really, really nice. Oops. This is not even plugged in. For good reason, though. All right. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate you.
Where's my monthly kiss?
Hey Alex, what's up? Optimistic, what's going on, dude? We're just building some keyboards, hanging out today. Nothing too crazy. Really just hanging out. Well, we know the LEDs are working. I don't know what Soren's saying. What's Soren going on about, guys? What's he saying? Is he saying something in like the old god language? Is your G Pro modded? I did change the switches out. If you ask me which switches, I don't remember. Here we go to a new hobby. Dude, the keyboard hobby, I will say this, if you get into it, it is a very fun hobby. There are a lot of people who are I'd say they can become easily addicted, but I truly think this hobby is one of a kind. Like if you are looking for something to invest some time into, I think you're gonna have a lot of enjoyment. As a word of caution, I will say expenses add up. But please don't let that become the reason why you're in a hobby, is like flexing things and having expensive items. I think the most fun part about any hobby is enjoying the people within it, and then obviously building out whatever you want to build out, regardless of price. Obviously, that's up to you. But try to be involved more in a community part, and I feel like the hobbies last longer. Actually, that's a whole ass story I can tell you guys today. Is I saw a bunch of people arguing on a YouTube video about what it means to be in the keyboard hobby. And everything, all these arguments I saw were just like so one-sided and so opinion-based that I was just shaking my head. And it's just like people getting actually upset at each other. That you lose sight of the one thing that you join a hobby for. To relax and not have to worry about who's better than the next. Making a hobby into competition is not healthy. Yeah, I also agree, don't let a hobby just be a phase. But, I mean, ultimately do whatever you want, but... do you have any tips for starting commissions? Portfolio. And what I mean by that is you gotta show people what you can do. So that means show people how you solder things, show people how you assemble, the care you put into things, etc. It's not as easy as just picking keyboards up and saying like, hey guys, I build keyboards now. That is not the easiest thing to do. I guess we'll just leave this in here. But people are with key cultures better now because money / sarcasm. Well, that was part of the argument I was seeing too, right? There's this whole side of people that tend to think, damn, why does this cable seem so short? Is this the right size? Alright, figure this out later. What's up, Torty? How you doing, dude? I'll figure out the length of that cable later. Batenza, what's going on, bro? How are you feeling today? Are you more inclined with high-end boards compared to entry-level boards? I like both. I think you can get some amazing entry-level boards and amazing cheaper keyboards. What I think, though, is when you tend to lean into more of the designer stuff, you obviously pay that price. But there are some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful keyboards you can pick up that don't
Hope everyone is having a great day.
LY, thank you so much for the tier 1. I hope you're having a better day. It's definitely been a long day, I'll tell you guys that much. It has definitely been a long day. But I'm happy we're all here hanging out. Your cable looks like an audio cable, not gonna lie. Oh, the Lindy cable? I kinda like that though. I like that look. You should plug the daughterboard into the PCB and then put it through the mid plate. Yeah, I have a feeling that's probably what I have to do. It's been a while since I built a Space65. But yeah, probably. Thank you for the tip though. I know that the cables can be a little shorter. Alright. I see you're using TX tabs. I would still pick, right now, I don't know about these particular ones. These are their long pull ones, and this batch might be a good batch, who knows? But I would still probably pick a regular cherry clip-in over this at the moment, of the new batches specifically, just because I'm not still too sure how I feel about the new batches of these. Yeah. For me, high-end boards are like high-end food. You get notes, flavors, details, then perhaps you wouldn't come across as less expensive. You know, Bandit, that is actually a very, very nice way to put that. That's very eloquent. I like that, Bandit. I do agree, though, because I do see way too many people argue for or against, and no one just, like, realizes that, like, fuck, bro, just let everyone do what they want to do. But in particular, what I saw was just a bunch of people getting really, really upset and bashing anyone who was purchasing a high-end keyboard, because in their words, that's not what the hobby's about. It's just like, all right, bro, why don't you decide for me then? But it's the hobby apparently to a lot of people is not spending a lot of money, because then we're all sheeps. Which is interesting, I guess, because I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of in itself gatekeeping, you know? What are your thoughts on the Monster or Monsgeek M1? I don't think I've seen that one there.
Happy New Year, man.
Reamer. Happy New Year, dude. Hope you're having a good one today. Somebody redeemed a compliment earlier. Did they? Oh, no. Oh, no. Did I miss a compliment? Oh, I did. Snow. Snow, you're as beautiful as snow. And unique. Just like every other snow, like every snowflake's unique. I think you're the prettiest of them all. All right? Plus, I hope you're having a great day today, and I hope whatever New Year's goals you've set for yourself, if you set those, you succeed. And I know you will, because I have faith in you. And I love you. I hope you're having a great one. Plate. Easy clap. So OG Stereo, dude, I will say this. If you were to ask me what the most cost efficient yet amazing stabilizer is. Is this good, by the way, Alex? This is good enough teal? It's the only real teal color I have. Cherry clip-ins are still the best bang for your buck stabilizer out there. Easy peasy. There is no doubt about it. I super cleaned my living room today and it's such a... Dude, I need to do that tomorrow. It's nice though, right? When you clean up after, like, yourself after a while and you realize, like, how much space you have and all that stuff. It's crazy, right? Definitely a mood lifter. Okay, hold on. I need this tape is actually insanely hard to open. What is this tape made of? I have cherry clip-ins. I actually bought like 20 sets of cherry clip-ins recently. Cherry clip-ins, you just have to clip in the feet, I heard. Yep, it's basically like this, exactly like this. All you do is clip in the feet and they expand on the bottom and it locks into place. Now we do have like extra little locks for this, which I will put in before we finish the installation, but you can also, with the TX stabs in particular, lock them in further. Also put up a 5-tier shelf for displaying boards and it looks so hot. Yo, Liam, we're on the same wavelength, my guy. I'm literally doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna put a big shelf behind us here on this side so we can display boards. We're gonna be brothers, bro. I swear. I was like, I need to do that this weekend. Everything's back to meta now. Cherry clip-ins and MX Blacks are back. I feel like cherry clip-ins were always meta, but I will say that I feel like we're back to everyone using cherry MX Black switches. But I feel like clip-ins have always been good. I feel like we just kind of got in this weird thing of trying all the new stuff out and seeing if it was any good. I will say though, stabies are still by far the easiest switches to mod out there, period. But yeah, like they're much easier to mod than cherry clip-ins. Much easier to mod. Cherry clip-ins you gotta get right. Dude, I have such high faith in these switches right now. Alpha, can I ask how much these switches, you don't have to answer this. How much was this per switch, like roughly, to make these Franken switches? I'm assuming what, like $3 a switch almost? Including parts and lubricant and stuff like that? I'm assuming about $350? Why clip-ins over screw-ins? Clip-ins work with O-ring boards, while most screw-ins don't. So they have like a small advantage of just working with more things. I have to do the math. $1 million. Dude, Franken switches are awesome. I wish I had the commitment to do Franken switches like other people do. Cream sodas? Dude, these... okay, I don't mean to sound... I don't know the right word to think of here. These feel different in hand than cream sodas. I have cream sodas. And I'm curious to see if these will type like them, but they definitely feel different. I'll even go grab a cream soda. They feel like they have more of a deeper sound signature. Just slightly. But I also think that Alpha used some different materials for this. One of my favorite stabs, I just tuned in and heard the conversation, cherry clip-ins. If you want my stab ranking, and I think this can be taken for, if you want to take this objectively, take it, whatever, I don't care. I truly think cherry clip-ins are at the top, all right? Lieutenant, thank you so much for the prime, dude. I appreciate your prime here, man. Cherry clip-ins at the top, all right? After cherry clip-ins, the reason why they're at the top is because if you can mod them right, they're clip-ins, they can work with everything, they're cheaper, not cheap. They can be cheap. Then stabies. Stabies are here because stabies are really easy to tune. And they're in line pricing with just about everything else. Maybe a little bit more in some cases. Right underneath, like I'm talking a fucking millimeter underneath Durock stabs. There's nothing wrong with Durock stabs. I don't know why people continue to complain and bitch about Durock stabs. I have yet to have a single problem about Duroc stabs, and I've used them in hundreds of builds now.
So nice.
Still don't understand the problem. But some people hate them. Again, subjective. Then TX stabs, then C3. C3 is like one of my least favorite. I would say Gatoron stabs somewhere in there, but they're like on the same level as Duroc to me. Then 15 miles underneath all of the rest of these stabs, 15 light years under these ones here, glorious stabs. Don't even waste your fucking money on those. They're so far at the bottom that they're down there, bro. Just leave them down there. And that's it. That's my list. What are my thoughts on Monarchy Standard? Been trying to decide if it's worth it. I tried one. They're pretty good. They are pretty good. Like, there's nothing wrong with those at all. Gloria's had metal washers. Bro, listen. I'm going to pause the music one more time. To this day,
So nice.
I don't know who decided on making metal washers. And it just makes me wonder. Like, when I saw those and I did the review thing on them, I'm like, I can't recommend these. I still to this day wonder whose decision it was. Like, I think they thought metal equals more premium and not I need to break the contact between the wash, like the metal part of the screw and the PCB. I think that was their thought process. More premium. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But when I saw those, I just rolled my eyes. It almost feels like very disconnected to me. $2 a Switch? Oh, I'm way off. Aren't the Horseshoe Zeros like really expensive? Maybe that's why I'm thinking. I'm actually really surprised you swapped out the springs from the Hoshi Zeros or whatever they're called, because I thought those were supposed to be pretty good springs. I thought they were. Yeah, you can get cherry stabs for dirt cheap. And there's nothing wrong with them. Some people say they have a slight scratchiness, but I think that adds a little bit of character to it. And they're not that abrasive that you need to worry about them being super crazy. It's actually because of you I didn't get the GMK Pro as my first board, but I also thought because of you, the Kohaku was my first build. Kohaku's sick. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go here, like sit here and say that I don't think the GMK Pro was a great build back in the day. Like, it was an okay build for what at the time, like what was available. But there are better. Nowadays, there are so many better options. But at the time, like, it was nice to see like a more mainstream approach at a custom keyboard. There was just a lot of issues with it. Mr. NK Cream Pluses, 2-second summary. I liked them. I think the coppers are super unique. The silicone also pretty unique. Titanium for me felt like a regular long pull switch. I will say that. So for me, if I had to pick, like, copper and silicone are worth the pickups. Titanium, listen to the sound. I have sound tests up on my little short video there. They're the last of my favorites of those, but they're very unique. They have a slight metallic sound signature to them. So I quite like them. It was also $170 versus the $350 price today. Wait, for which one? Way Too Lucky? Which one was the prices? Why do people like cherry switches so much? So I will say this as someone who also went from ew cherry switches. I understand. There are certain cherry switches to me to this day that I still do not like. I don't like hyperglides. To this day, I hate them. But when I tried cherry Nixies and even just some standard cherry black switches, like especially Vince, love them. They have a very particular scratch, like character to them that I think makes them quite unique compared to some other switches. Again, we're talking about very nuanced things. Like, you have to enjoy that part of that, nuance, I guess. But the Nixies were a slight bit smoother than the Hyperglides, and I think that's why I like them. And their scratchiness wasn't too, I guess, forward compared to the Ultra Glides, even the broken in ones. But I much preferred the Nixies. Bye, Yoshi. Is it still cool? You can get... Wait. It is still cool. You can go to a box store and see and test out and pick out all the customizable parts of the gym. Yeah, there's that too. Like it definitely has that more mainstream approach. And I think that's what the big appeal about that kind of board is. Definitely. You know, I didn't know Alex didn't like hyperglides till I sent them off to him. I was so embarrassed. Oh, bro, you don't have to worry about that. I just personally don't like them, that's all. Mr. Bullets.
30 months of this happy face. Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Bullets. I hope you're having a good day today, man. If you guys don't know, Mr. Bullets here is one of our sponsors of the channel. He helps keep the channel running, and he runs his own little store, too. Some great stuff there. Appreciate you, man. I just ran my hyperglides in the braking machine, 2 million actuations. Do you feel like they make a big difference? I'm in this weird spot where I personally don't really care too much about like the braking stuff. Even the ultra glides don't seem like a huge difference compared to the hyperglides. How would you compare the signature scratchiness of creams and Nixies? Nixie scratchiness isn't as... Actually, no, cream and Nixie's scratchiness is kind of on par, I feel. But when the hyperglides, it feels more like a plasticky scratchiness, not like a good... Like, I don't know how to properly describe this, by the way, guys, so I'm trying my hardest here. But the scratchiness is just a bit more sharper on the hyperglides. Ultimax.
Just got a new desk pad and Demon Girl in today hype. P.S. Are the best.
Dude, thank you, dude. You're the best, man. How are you enjoying the new desk pad? Which desk pad did you get? What are the best 60% boards? Very hard to answer something like that, by the way. For me, the best 60% board I've tried to date is probably the Unicorn, the Moon Tower, and the New. And I would even say the Salvation is up in that mix too. But there's a lot of good 60s that I've tried. 60% is actually one of my favorite layouts. Because I just like compact keyboards. My Nerd Nest came in today. Ooh, which color did you get? My thoughts on the Arc 60? You know, I actually kind of like it, man. It's weird because I thought I would hate it because I'm like, oh, this is going to sound thin. But I mean, it does have a bit more of a metal sound signature to it. I tried some different switches in it, by the way, guys. And I ultimately soldered back in the what's it called? Cream Pluses. But I actually kind of like it. I was using it the other day. It's just harder to use Win keyless boards as of right now because of the Mac computer. But I'm probably going to stick it on the gaming rig because, I don't know, I was really enjoying it. It's nice. If I don't get a Corn, I'm getting an Arc 60. I think the aesthetic of the Arc 60 is really nice too. How would you compare TX stabs versus Stabius? Ultimately, guys, the honest truth is no matter how you look at it, assuming you get a good batch of the TX stabs, if you lube these things properly, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys because I gain nothing from telling you guys a lie here. If you lube any stabilizer with the exception of the glorious ones, the original glorious ones properly, you're going to have very similar sound signatures. Some of the stabs do have a slight bit more scratch and like character, kind of like the cherry ones. I find those have a bit more of a scratchy appeal to them. Truly though, there's not much of a difference. And again, I have used a crap ton of stabilizers. Where I think the difference comes into is like installation. The C3 ones are kind of at the bottom for me. You can get those sounding nice, but I feel like those need one of the most amount of works to get sounding nice because it just feels like the tolerances are not that great on that. So Glorious did sell metal washers with their original ones, yes. For some stupid fucking reason. Cherry clip-ins with C3 wires are GOAT. Yeah, I mean, like, everyone's gonna have different opinions, right? Most stabilizers, if you lube them and mod them properly, will give you pretty much the same type of outcome. I did receive my yellow heavy metal keyboard. My brother actually bought that for my birthday. So I have, that keyboard's really special to me. And I want to build it soon. I just need to grab it from my parents' house still. But I do want to build that very, very soon. Because this hold a lot of sentimental value. It's the only keyboard gift I think my family's ever got me. What the fuck? Where's there a bottom in this? Gloria's kind of goofy. I'm not going to go there. My Ubisoft stabs seem to mute my mods. That could also just be the amount of lube you're putting inside. Or the switch itself, or the keyboard itself, because I've used lots of Owlab stabs. And I'd say they're on par with what a Duroc stab feels and sounds like. Alpha, these are Hoshi's... Oh, God, dude, why am I struggling to pronounce this word? Hoshizoras? Is that what it is? That's the tops for these, I think. I heard that. Go there, release your hatred. No. It's okay. I remember he got it free. The reason why I bought the same one. Yeah, I really want to... Did you build yours yet, Mr. Bullets? All my Duroc tabs have a weird tick on the left spacebar. You know that... actually, I don't want to make that... What kind of keycaps are you using? It's weird. Stabs are so dependent on your keycaps as well. Oh! Okay, so... Fuck, I actually thought this whole time these were Hoshizoras. So what are they? Which ones are these? Mute? Which ones are these? Oh, the tactile versions. Oh, okay. I was wondering. Yeah, I think maybe when you switch them... And these are... I remember you label these as pink ink bottoms, right? These are regular ink bottoms, right? I don't think these are pink, unless I am blind. Nico, what's going on, bro?
My morning is blessed by this good-looking streamer.
Dude, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I'm blessed for you being here. The GMK Pro ain't even gasket mount with 12 screws to the top. I will say this. If you guys want to... I can't say names, but I have been in consultations with companies about keyboards, and there are a lot of companies who showed me what they're doing and have labeled it a certain mounting style, and then in reality it's not that mounting style. And when you kind of explain to them, like for 2 seconds after you do, like you Google it yourself, you're kind of just sitting there like, this is actually what this is, not this. Some of they're just kind of dumbfounded in a way, and I just feel like there's no real research that goes into what they're doing, and it kind of shows, obviously. But after that, it's kind of like I'm already turned off from the project, so I don't want to do it anymore. All right, let's do this. They're not free thinkers. Osame Tiger set? Oh, I saw that one there. That one looks cute. Hype train riders. Especially during the height of the pandemic, there were a lot of people trying to get in on custom keyboards when it was booming. Because it's definitely slowed down now, right? Like, I would say it's slowed down. That's a cute little PCB. I like this. You know, I really like these switches. These look cool. I like these. These are really pretty. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's slowed down for sure. I would definitely say it's slowed down. There's still a lot of people with keyboards, but so I did Hoshizoras, I did pink ink bottoms, but I didn't like them as much. Oh, okay, yeah, that's all right, man. I was a little bit panicking, so I'm like, he said pink bottoms, and I'm assuming he switched it last minute, but no, these turned out great, man. You know, though, okay. I will... To give Final Mouse credit, at least what they're doing is actually different than just taking an idea and just saying, we've created a new 75 with a fucking knob. To give Final Mouse that, at least they're not making a 75 with a fucking knob. You know what I mean? If they had made a 75 with a knob, I would have actually been dead. All right? I would have given up. Let's put this keyboard together. Ooh. Okay, what gaskets do I want to use? Alpha, do you want flexiness or do you want a little bit more firmness? You gotta decide on that on yourself, my guy. I have no idea, to be honest, Rady. Fair, it's just their marketing and Twitter socials cringe as fuck. It works though. That's why they, I mean, like, let's be real here, dude. That's why they fucking do it. It works. It gets people talking about their product by just being kind of like loud and obnoxious about it. Stream quality making me want to switch to Mac Studio. This has nothing to do with the Mac Studio, by the way. This is just how I have everything set up on the cameras. I want to give the Mac Studio credit, but it's not the Mac Studio. I love my Mac Studio. I love my Apple stuff right now, but why is everyone hating on 75s with knob? So I think people hate on it because everyone did it and it became just a selling, like a generic selling keyboard for a lot of people. And some people tried to really cash in on a 75 with a knob. Ultimately, though, competition's good. I know I can joke about it, and I'm sure you guys can joke about it too. We can meme about it, but when you think about it from a larger picture, competition is good. That's what makes things cheaper and makes things more competitive, obviously, to develop new things. It's just unfortunate that everyone decided to do 75 with the knob. Like, there wasn't very much variation for, like, the masses of people who decided to all make 75s with a knob. More flexy? Let's do that. Alpha, yeah, if you want to send me over your recipe as well, I'd actually be kind of down to possibly make these for myself in the future because I kind of like the way these feel. And like, I don't know if you guys picked that up on the camera or picked it up on the microphone, but I like the way these sound too. Just want to make sure, are one of your diffusers in the space yellowed? Ooh, I don't think I've had any of my diffusers yellowed. Are you leaving your stuff in the sun, Alaska? I don't have any sunlight that hits my keyboards, so I can't say that I've had anything like that. What I'm gonna do though is actually put the slippers on. How flexy do we want this? Okay, let's do it this way. No, it came like that? Oh. Yeah, I can't say I've had that. Oh, these are a bit yellowed. Okay, so again, this is not mine. They're pretty yellowed. Are you talking about these? It kind of looks like these had contact with UV of some sort. I wonder if I have extra diffusers. I don't think I do. Yeah. It's weird though. These are completely fine. And same with the gaskets. It just seems to be the batch of diffusers. One should be better than the other. Yeah, one is better than the other. I can see that. One's like slightly a warmer silicone color, but I use green lights, so yellow diffusers don't really matter to me. I guess you have to work with the color wheel there. Yeah, I don't remember that happening on my prototype unit, but I mean, it is a prototype. Could be a variety. Maybe there was a material thing, but at the end of the day, I'm glad it's just a diffuser that seems to be the only problem. I've been hearing very good stories about everyone's Space65s. The proto had different material. Man, it's been a while. I don't remember. Yeah, let's get maximum flexiness out of this. I like this though. This is really nice because you can choose what you want for your keyboard here with these, which is why I really like the Space65 R3. So if you flip these the other way, they'll be slightly firmer because the kind of this slipper, this gasket slipper, one fell off, will have more of a support on the bottom if you flip them around. So you can technically do either way. Where'd this go? But I think majority of people quite like the extra flexiness that you get, so I think a lot of people have been doing it this way. All right. Now for the keyboard itself. I don't think we're gonna add bottom foam to this. We can always add that in later. Actually, let's do one thing before we get too far into this and install those little plastic clips on the TX tabs that I absolutely can never stand, but I always seem to put them on anyways. And let's also move some stuff out of the way here. Do we need these anymore? Or spare components? No. Genuine question. My mother once asked me the purpose of different keyboards that do the same thing. The only reasonable response I can think of at the same point is a matter of luxury rather than function. What do you think about that? Is it only luxury? Let's keep it honest, bro. It is. It is completely a self-serving pleasure to have different types of keyboards. Even having one singular, more expensive keyboard is a luxury to have. But that argument kind of becomes a little bit, I don't know, pessimistic in itself too, because we can say that with everything. We can say that even if you wanted to own yourself a more expensive shirt because you like the way it looked, technically it's a luxury as well. Because you can get by with a $5 shirt. You can get by with a $5 or $15 keyboard. So again, it becomes a little bit of a pointless argument after a while. It is just to make you happy at the end of the day. You are buying these things, and to join any hobby is making you happy and also perhaps learning some stuff along the way. But I guess the simplest answer to that is yes, it is a luxury to own multiple keyboards. There's no answer that's good there. These we keep, these we don't need. Put these back. Spare screws. Let's leave these here. You could literally say it about anything. Why buy expensive makeup and like why buy an expensive bag? Why buy an expensive piece of clothing? Why do you need an expensive pair of headphones? And yeah, there's certain advantages. Like maybe one's a little bit more comfortable, one's a little bit more, I don't know, it sounds different. One gives you this extra feature, but like ultimately we could get by with just everything that's considered basics. Why buy a house? I got a cardboard box. The plastic membrane keyboard that comes with your computer already hits the 99.9% of what a keyboard does. Yes, exactly. It's a really hard argument, and I know a lot of people, I'm going to say a lot of younger people have asked me this to try to get their parents, like they want a good answer so they can echo that to their parents, but there's no fucking good answer. Why only buy one GPU? That's because that's all you can get from the scalpers, Chozo. There's no extra answer to that. It's just whatever you can get from the scalpers. How is GPU scalping? Are people still doing that? Are people still being assholes? Oh, I got a story for you guys. I was browsing. I was browsing Reddit, was it? I can't remember what forum I was browsing. But essentially someone had posted a TikTok video of why the housing market's so bad in Canada. And I went to TikTok and it logs me into my account. And there's some guy who has like everyone's fucking hoorahing support of basically there was like a single mom who has 3 kids or 2 kids who basically went homeless for a few weeks because she couldn't find, and people weren't renting to her because they didn't like the fact that she only had one income. She had a job, she had nothing wrong with her, just she couldn't find somewhere because people are being super selective of who they're renting to, which is shitty. And some guy says in the comment section, I hate the fact that people feel bad for some of these renters. It's hard for us landlords too. And I'm just kind of already rolling my eyes. And he said basically that he bought a property to rent out to people. And it came with its challenges of people who were hard to rent out to. Now, normally, guys, I don't get involved in shit like this. So I ended up messaging him. And I'm just like, listen, buddy boy, I hear you complaining that you have extra income that you could afford a second house. We're talking about people who can't even fucking afford one here. It's coming from a place of like, insane privilege and just like, I don't know, man. It just sounds ignorant as all fuck. And the guy's like, you clearly don't own a second house. I'm like, I don't even own one fucking house. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? And then that's when people were starting to gang up with him in the comments. I think I did my job. Man called the buddy boy. Yeah. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, I know, dude. It's crazy. Again, if you want to own one extra property and you want to own 3 extra properties, do your thing, man. I don't fucking care. All I'm saying is, I don't want to hear about how, like, I don't want to hear how you have it rougher than someone who can't literally find housing. Like, that's fucked up to say, bro. That's so fucked up. It's just like, it's not even trauma comparing at that point there, but it's just like, woe is me, I have it worse than you. It's like, oh my god, dude, shut up. Yeah, Anders, for real, dude. The way you talked to him, made him assure you owned it. I know, it's like, so weird, man. I don't know the struggles, okay. Some people can't, though. It's crazy. Alright, let's put this in now. These are in bottom of the keyboard is here. I am going to lay down that protective piece of PE film. I love the design of this. It's actually really nice. We're going to do this though first. Let's put this guy in. I don't actually know if it's a PE foam, but yeah, it is PE. I'm pretty positive. All right, now I know we have to screw this in first, right? No, we can do this first. This in like this. It's been a while. You should wear more open back headphones because they seem to be shouting too much. What happened? Oh, people should. Oh yeah, I know. I wish we would adopt an easier JST connector in the future. I've seen some keyboards that have never got released on the market using this really cool clamp down connector. I don't exactly know what any of this stuff is called, but it was this connector that basically, like, if you put pressure by pushing it, it was, I don't know, it was really cool. Like, all you had to do was snap it together like a Lego piece. It didn't have any dangling wires or anything like that, so I thought it was neat. There we go. You're in. Just make sure you align with the channel. And we're good. Now we can screw in the screws. I hope the screws fit through this. And I'm gonna make the assumption it's one of these. The foam gasket? This thing here, you mean? Doesn't this go on glass? These we're not using. Doesn't this go on like right now? Like last? You can do this afterwards? Or does this go underneath? Yeah, this goes in right now. Like that. You might have to take some switches out to get the screws in, not sure. It looks like it all should fit. Screwdriver now. Where's my screwdriver set? I love 3-piece design keyboards because you can do a lot more with them. Like, there's a lot more creativity that can go into 3-piece, but there is usually a higher cost that comes with that too. Oh wait, the bits are right here. This comes with nice bits. I forgot about that. 1, 2. I'm pretty sure it's these shorter ones, not the long ones. Let's get the long ones out of here. LED diffuser? This one here, right? Or this one? Is there a small one too? Oh, this thing? Pretty sure this goes on top as well, right? The screwdriver was in the box, but yeah, I have my own, it's okay. I'm sure, if I remember correctly, all of these just go in like after. Actually, I think this gets plugged into the top over here. Oh, there's already one in here. Actually, Alpha, do you want double diffusers on the top? I did that to mine. I have double diffusers in mine. So if you want the same thing, go for it. You can do whatever you want. Things best. Okay, we'll do double diffusers. Did I put the PE filament? I did not. Hold on 1 second. Because we're going to need that. Or else this thing will be too flexy. Let's do that before we do anything here. And if it's too flexy, this thing's just going to bounce around everywhere. GMK Lux would look really good. Actually, Alpha, what keycap set do you plan on using on this? You know what? If you don't mind, tonight I would actually like to use GMK Wasabi. I think Wasabi would look pretty cool on this. Wasabi would look kind of neat. Screw to top case first. Does the top case go in first? No, doesn't everything go in afterwards? Hold on. Hold on. Is it top and mid? Oh, okay. It's been a while. All right. This is good. Let's put the top piece on then. LED diffuser. Where did it go? This is actually a slight bit yellowed as well. Oh wait, no, this one goes on the top. Let's do double diffuser. GMK Wasabi. Something like that. 1 sec while we put this guy in. Double diffuser, baby. There's also an LED shader strip. I did not see an LED shader strip. Was that in the foam? It's black and sticky gasket. Was it really bad? I don't remember if it was really bad on this keyboard. Was there a lot of bleed? If so, we should probably use it. That's the one. It won't be with the FR4. Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. We'll put it in anyways. Okay. And time to screw this all together now. I'm guessing we need the long ones for this, or is it the short ones for this? I feel like we're kind of short on screws for some reason though. These go on the bottom, so these stay here. And then I'm pretty positive we use these ones. Is it these ones? That's the one. It won't be with the FR4. So I think these go into the top. I think shader strip is also pre-installed too. No, there was no shader strip. The shader strip was not pre-installed. Well, let's take this screw out. Never mind. Long screws on the top row, short on the bottom. The shortest ones. Hold on. Well, the long screws though should go on the bottom of the case. Oh no, they do go on this case. The bottom of the top. Where the fuck's the other bit? All right, let's install these. Keep forgetting this is 3-piece. Are you guys excited for the weekend? I am. I get to redo some of my room tomorrow. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna actually clean the fuck up. Because I have so many things just lying around here. I've been so bad with maintaining all this. It's actually the same bit for now. Weird how they use 2 different bits for this. It's these ones here I need. Same boxes on boxes. It's not even the boxes, man. You know what it is? It's just like parts. Parts of things that I have laying around like literally everywhere. Mr. Kupo. The parts is what's kind of killing me right now. But if I can get rid of some of those parts, then I'll be in a good spot. Let's actually remove this screw here. Hello, screw? Please come out. Look at this Friday night, boy. Oh, the foam is getting in the way. From me extracting this piece of... Please, foam, move. Here, do this. There we go. What are you doing in your room? So I'm gonna just... The main thing I want to do is just install more shelving. That's it. Way more shelving is like the biggest thing. That way there, a lot of the parts and stuff I do have can finally find a home. How about you guys? Any big plans this weekend? Gonna try out Civilizations on it? Oh, I wish I had Civilization. That's on my to-buy list still. I haven't quite pulled the trigger on Civilizations yet. Dude, this bit feels like it's not working in this particular screw. Okay, I'm gonna use my own bit for this. This seems like it's just not the right size. That's so weird. Yeah, this one here works. That's weird. Rebuilding my angle? Hi, Angel. What are you rebuilding it with? Is that a screw hole? There it is. Pressing F5 on GMK group buy updates? I feel like you're only going to make yourself sad like that. And that's the last thing you want to do. One there and one there. Have people ever pursued refunds for GMK sets that were poorly color matched? I'm assuming people have. I really am. Like, I am making the assumption that people have not been happy with their purchase and have said, you know what, like, I want my money back. So, probably? Was there ever a I think what set was so extreme that happened on? If there was one, I don't really remember. Bread? Peaches and cream, yes. Actually, you know, you're right about peaches and cream. I think that did happen on peaches and cream and... Plum? I don't remember Plum all that well. I know but didn't Necro, like, unintentionally, a lot of people liked it more because the color mishap? Ooh, sounds nice. But Alex is the guy who doesn't say what color is your Bugatti. What color is your keyboard? What color is your keyboard? I have 15 keyboards and all of them are, just, I don't know. I don't really know Andrew Tate jokes. Gonna min-max my F2? Take your time with it. No rushing the F2. This looks nice, man. Look at this. I like this colorway. What was this again, Alpha? What colorway is this? Ooh, this looks smooth. I like it. ABS or PBT? We're using ABS. That wasn't offered? Wait, this one here wasn't... Oh, is this a combination? Oh, you traded a mid-plate. Oh. That's why I haven't seen this colorway. That makes sense. Where did I put wasabi? Okay. I don't know how well wasabi's gonna work on this, but I kind of want... I think it'll work okay. That's a Godiva colorway. Low key, bro. Low key. So, I hope someone answered Potenza, but mil-maxing is basically making a PCB hot swap. But there are different like circular sockets that you have to solder in yourself. Wasabi. I love the box for this. This looks so good. Gambling? There's no point. The new boxes are way better. So there's no point in gambling if they're gonna be fucked up. All right, here. You know what? Do you guys think this is gonna be fucked up inside? I don't think so. We need a new gamble. I don't think we have a new gamble. I don't think this is gonna be fucked up. The majority of the newer GMK boxes, they're a lot more slimmed down. You guys do think this is gonna be fucked up? Guys, I don't know. I think they'll be, I don't know, man. I think they're gonna be fun. Or fine, not fun. Should we, do you guys wanna gamble on it? I hate gambling, but we're gonna do it. Fine, we'll do it really quick. Bet on it, / predict. Start prediction. All right. Yes, even if one keycap is out of place, and I'm not talking like shifted to the side or slightly turned, I mean like flipped over or not in the right space or on top of another keycap, or no. That means it has to be, to a degree, perfect. You guys have 1 minute for predictions. This is a new GMK box, mind you. So I don't know either. For the most part, if anyone wants a hint, they've been all right. Only a minute to vote. What? You guys are almost, well actually, it's kind of like half-half, almost. It's like 60-40. You guys are gambling. Where did you guys get all these points? Even if one's fucked up, that's always been the rules here. If one is like on top, I'll tell you guys what I think is fucked up and explain what my reasoning as we go. All right, 600,000 points in yes, and 400. There's 1 million points on the line here for a simple GMK set. What? All right. Okay, you know what? No music. Are you guys ready? Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's still good. It's fine. It's good, man. I told you guys it would be good. Let's check the bottom. There's one more layer. How do you open this? Oh, here it is. It's fine too. Dude, I'm telling you, the new boxes are actually better. They're still shit though, because look at all the fucking crap on the keycaps. Look at all the white paper. Dude, I'm telling you, you guys voted no. I'm like sitting here like, what? This all is good. This is all perfect. I am rich, baby. All right. Unicorn? Have you guys had the new ones where they've been fucked up? I have yet to see one of the new ones fucked up. That's too easy. / predict. I'll assign you guys your points now. So it is not fucked up. run them their points. So the answer is no, this is not fucked up, all right? No, this is not fucked up. Holy shit. Viewers who've chosen correctly will be awarded... Oh my god, that's a lot of points. 1 million points, guys. Damn. My striker was messed up, Sag. We eating good tonight, baby. Literally too easy. Still at 137. I'm standing tall. Let's go, dude. That's a pretty good prediction for you guys. All right, let's slap some keycaps on. Does it have accents? It does. No accents. Fuck that. Damn. Alex, do you think wasabi would look good on a green sonnet? Yeah, actually, I'm planning, I was telling Reagan, I plan on putting this on my green sonnet. From rags to riches? Oh, Alpha. 100%. What's up, Dragon? I don't think I said hi to you today. 100% send me the recipe for these switches. These feel a little bit different from cream sodas. It might even just be the springs, though. Like, realistically, I could be biased because it could be the springs. 5'11", but 6'5" from standing on my points? Hey, yo, dude. 6'5" with the points, 7 foot on Tinder, though, my guy, right? You gotta play it up there, you know what I'm saying? What's the Franken switch combo? Alpha's gonna have to tell you again. It's different from what he sent me, so I can't remember all the parts. I will say, though, the springs definitely make a huge difference. Having proper springs is indeed game-changing. Nice. Alpha, did you want regular caps lock? It's obviously hot swap. I think you can switch to either or. I'm not sure what you wanted there. Bubble stem. God, I'm the butcher the pronunciation of this. Muse tops, Gat Ink V2 bottoms, and Sprit slow springs. And then also 20520 and Desky films, guys. These can indeed be filmed, and I actually recommend it because there is some slight housing wobble if you do not. Musetso? Okay. Points, how do I get them? I think points can be earned by watching, subbing, bits. I think those are the main ways you can earn points. Or you gift people subs, so then you get more points that way too. Ooh. Actually, I like the keycaps on this too. I don't like all these white foamy bits on it though. Shit. I don't have a really great way to clean this right now, but... Nine, I think you switched for the 5 tier ones. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a good day today. Did you bet points? Are you trying to get points back? I want points. Thank you, I appreciate you. Not Greg? Nah, no Greg on this. Greg's on my sauna right now. It's gonna stay there. Ew, I hate all this white foam, man. Go, grandma. If you guys have not checked out Nine-Ni's stream, by the way, she does this thing with a hammer. Have you seen the thing Nine-Ni does with the hammer? Pure chaos. Do you say you ran into some problems with TX spacebars? This seems to be absolved from this. For whatever reason, this one here sounds perfect, but maybe it's just this difference between the long pull ones. But on any other one that I did, long pull or not, my TX Rev 3s would all have this really sharp bottom out. And everyone I've talked to has had the exact same thing happen to them. And the way I fixed it was all I did was just add a bit more lube and then just like reseat them. That's all I did. And it seemed to resolve the issue, and I'm not sure what the hell was causing it, but yeah, they have a really sharp bottom out. The other way I fixed them, if that didn't help, my other solution was to add stab pads. But that does require you to completely reassemble your keyboard. The stab pads definitely helped as well. I don't know, like, did someone in chat say they just had that happened to them too? Yeah, Kevin. It's hard to explain. Like, it feels unnatural. Like, that's what I mean by sharp. It just feels like it's crashing. Like, I don't know a good way to explain it other than I know how a stab should sound, and it just sounds too loud, if that makes sense. Yeah, uncannily loud. Like, it doesn't make sense why it's so loud. I still don't know what's causing it. I still don't understand what causes it. Beats me. I'm really excited to see how the BCPs I had you do it end up sounding. I think they're nice. I think these are the best combos, though, you sent me, Alpha. Obviously, I like the roses, but I kind of like these more than those BCP ones. These are definitely top tier. These feel amazing. Again, I could be biased. It could be the spring. But these do feel really good. I missed another stream. It's okay, we'll do another one Sunday. We're doing the Heracles, which is a beautiful keyboard. And if you guys have time, definitely stop by. I think you guys will really like the Heracles build. Caps lock. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a really fun one. Okay, we need delete. Page up. Actually, I really like the way that this was kitted. This makes a lot of sense. Everything's nicely put in place. Very nice. Maybe I'll send mine to watch you build it. Yeah, dude, if you guys want my commission, just as an FYI. Oh, this looks nice. My commission list is about 3 weeks out. Hold on, I am like very turned off by all this white foam from these keycaps. Sorry if that was loud, my bad guys. Forgot to mute myself. It's all gone now though. ASMR power suck. Do it again? It's like a air blower thing. Ooh, this looks nice. You know what? The green and the gold kind of works. Link to the power, the sucky thing? Here, I don't have a link to it, guys, but it looks like this. It's by this brand. My girlfriend got it to me. A tier. It's USB-C powered. It has even a little light. It's really nice, man. It beats canned air, let me tell you that much. All right. This looks nice. I like it. Very pretty. A little gold accent works good with this. It's nice. Very nice. Yeah, look at that. Dude, this actually looks really nice. All right, let's plug this guy in. Let's get this out of here. Pink sapling? Sapling? Hello and thank you, my guy. What the heck? Sapling. Sapling just donated $300. It didn't show up? I don't know why. I'm going to replay it. Sapling?
Hello.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. How are you doing today? Huh? What in tarnation? Sapling, thank you so much, man. It helps a huge amount. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. This stream is dedicated to sapling. I feel like every stream is dedicated to sapling these days. God, that keyboard is gorgeous. It turned out so nice. This is not the right desk pad for this, so just ignore. Actually, let's get a properly sized desk pad for this. We'll use this guy. Thank you so much, Sapling. I hope you're having a great day today, man. It's hard to put it into words, but that kind of stuff like really helps the channel. So thank you very much, because this stuff, it's hard to keep up sometimes. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much again. I appreciate everyone's just support and being here as usual. No, I don't need new camera equipment. It's probably gonna be stuff to better the stream though, for sure. We need your best joke? Oh fuck, man, I don't know. Alright, if you guys have heard me say this is my best joke. If you guys have heard me say this, don't fucking answer. Alright? But if you guys are not haven't heard me say this, you're allowed to answer. Alright, real quick. A plane crashes on the border of the United States and Canada. Where do you bury the survivors? Answer in chat right now. If you know the fucking answer, don't answer it. Where do you bury the survivors, guys? It crashes on the border between Canada and the United States. Right on the border. I almost answered it. Ohio, Toronto, whistles. In the cemetery, you don't bury survivors, guys. You don't bury them. Use that on your future kids. That'll get them. And also make them sigh. Unsubbing. That was so bad. What do you, dude, I bet your ass you're smiling right now, dude. I know your fucking ass is smiling right now. Because you know that was a good joke. It makes you scratch your head and then you realize, okay. I told you Alex turned 70 this stream? Listen, nothing wrong with being 70. The boy's name was Albert Einstein. Still don't get it? Okay, Fur. The joke is, let me explain. Let me break this down to you. Basically, you tell someone, where do you bury, like you tell someone a plane crashes on the border between Canada and the United States. Their brain will now fixate when you say, where do you bury the survivors, on where you're trying to bury them, because you've given them a problem. Like, where do you bury someone that potentially has died on the border, right? Where do you bury them? And you're probably going to answer like, well, maybe you send them back, blah, blah, blah. You know, where they're from, maybe bury them with their family. But you miss the obvious part, which is you don't bury survivors. That's the beauty in that joke. All right, let's do a little sound test here. So these are with Alpha's Cthulhu Switch combination that he posted in chat earlier. Maybe if Alpha wants to DM me, I can post it in Discord because I think a lot of people ended up liking this combination. It was recipe, but this is the Space65 R3. It's just using one. Ooh, the glow is actually kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just using one layer of mid-plate foam because it does have a lot of flex cuts, and I kind of wanted to make sure that flex cuts don't take away from this keyboard. I did use the slipper gaskets with the more flexy orientation of them. And we did have that PE sheet on the bottom. That's just strictly so this is a bit flexier. It doesn't contact the bottom and then cause a short. That's all we added that for. But let's see what this sounds like, shall we? I like the way these feel a lot. I know it doesn't sound super foamy. Yeah, fuck. Thing is, I don't really want to spend $3, almost $3 Canadian a Switch. This spacebar, though, is a little bit more loud. This could be solved by swapping out the Switch to something else. Let's actually see that. Let's see if we can remedy the loudness of this. If Alpha doesn't mind, he can humor me for a few minutes here. But let's see what we can do. I really love the Alphas. The spacebar I'm not truly in love with. I feel like something non-long pull on the spacebar would be better. Alphas sound incredible. The switches sound really good. Let's see what I have in my switch bowl. Keep in mind that you should use long pull switches with those stabilizers. You are correct there. You are correct. But I'm just going to play around with it anyways. See what else we got in our arsenal of things. Something was about to drop there. I have a whole thing of just random switches in this bowl. But the stabs are a long pull though. You know, I'm actually curious to see what happens when you don't put a long pull switch into these. Just curious. I just want to see what happens. You know, it actually just might be the TX stab that's a bit louder. Which means now I have to go and adjust this slightly with some lubricant. The stream isn't going to explode if you use long pull with normal switch. It doesn't really affect it that much. I don't know. These aren't long pull. Still works. I don't even hear it with that switch. Did it come back too late? Not really too late. You're not late at all.
Almost
Apiary keyboards. Marcia, how are you? Are you going to start streaming again soon? Are we finally going to get some Marcia streams again? We could try one of the BCPs. Yes? Good for you. I'm very excited for it. Have you been okay? Have you been well? Too late for the best joke by Alex? Yes, you missed the best joke possible. Let's try one of these. I also did more lubricant on the stab. Oh, dude, that actually sounds so good now. Damn, I farted again. Damn. That's really nice, actually. This is a really nice combination of things. It has, to me, this is like a really nice sound signature. I actually do like a little bit of foam. So I don't know, I really like this. This sounds really awesome. Really cool switches, by the way, Alpha. Thank you for letting me try these. I'm gonna have to make some of these. I actually really like them. Alpha, I'll throw you some other switches in a bag too. Some like one-off long pulls that I have. You can try a whole bunch of different things if you're up to experimenting with some other things. If you were a sound signature, you'd be filming one. My preference? Thank you, Rigged. I appreciate you, man. Can you compare it to a cream soda? Yes, but I will have to go get one, so give me one moment. Chat, don't hate me, but of these cream sodas, I can't remember the color combo. This is it, right? I'm pretty sure these are it, right? Yeah, okay. Alright. These are already lubed. It's just in my pile of one-off switches, so I only got like 3 or 4 of these left. Alright, let's put it on an alpha key. Let's put it on H. What do you think about Mode's new 65? Marcia, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. I think it's nice looking, man. I'm honestly excited to like see it in person. Again, I can't really say I have much of an opinion on it until I get it. It's really hard to say if I like something. I mean, it looks cool. I like the concept of everything. It's different. I almost put the same switch back into the keyboard. That's how out of it I am right now. All right. They're both lubed. This is not filmed because these don't need to be filmed. Like the tolerance on the cream sodas are completely fine, but they are both lubricated. Just for a difference in hand, how they feel, listen to how they sound in hand. This is the cream soda first, okay? Do you hear the upstroke? This is the combination that we got sent by Alpha. cream soda. The upstroke's much deeper on this, but we're gonna now see what they both sound like compared to each other side by side. So the G key is the Cthulhu combination, and the H key is the cream soda. H is cream soda. And just again, we'll just go to the J key, even though it's a different style of keycap. It's just deeper. I think it's a little bit deeper. Like I said, I noticed right away, they kind of felt like, that's why when you guys were saying they're the same, I'm like, no way these are the same, dude. No way. Definitely big difference. And it's the same lubing style I do for everything, so. I barely hear the upstroke on the Cthulhu's. Nope, same lubing process. Same lubing process. Same use of 205G0. Very light coat, stem only, a little bit on the spring. Just a bit more of a louder upstroke is all. That's all. I wonder why they're so different if they both don't use. Actually, is this a Gateron Milky Top? I'm pretty positive the one that Alpha sent, isn't it by JWK? It's a different top. It's not a GAT top. It's a JWK top from what I understand. Should I buy a Malvix Irene switches? I like them, they're pretty good. Yeah, so maybe the JWK Milky Top is a slight bit more muted on the upstroke, which is interesting to see, right? Like it's cool to understand those slight differences. Copper fur. Mine was 100% copper. Should I buy? Oh, I really don't there. But yeah, I think the Irene switches were nice. I had no issues with them. The Monica Hero, I liked it. It was nice. I think I've only built one though. I kind of want to get my own. Eventually, I don't know if I will. The titanium just sounds like normal long poles. Yes. That's exactly what I was saying from the get-go. But I mean, that could be someone's cup of tea. It's just, at that point there, there's a slight metal sound. Like I did a comparison in my little short versus an epsilon switch. It's not that much different from a standard long pole. I feel like you go with the copper if you want that like really loud long pole switch. So I don't have a standard. I've only used one at the meetup, the Toronto meetup, but I will say that it was nice at the Toronto meetup. But again, try not to take my word on this. I have not used it for an extended period of time. Only typed on it for like 20 seconds and then I moved on to a new keyboard. But I liked it. Can I get a kiss, please? When the Envoy ships, can I commission you to build it? Yes. Just put a commission request and I got you, dude. Zaku's are the best long pole I have right now. Yeah, a lot of people feel great about Zaku's, so I'm happy that you liked yours. I recently lubed some KTT strawberries and I'm wondering what the difference between the strawberries and roses. I think it's spring, right? I think it's a spring difference. It's been a while. I haven't looked at those, but I believe it's... You guys all want kisses? Here. There you guys go, everybody. Have you tried the Owl Lab Neon? Dude, I have those. I have not tried them. They sent me those over a long time ago and I've just never tried it out yet. But I've been meaning to, and I've been meaning to, like, I don't know, show them some love. Elquan. You know what else I want to show some love to? You. Hope you're having a great day today, man. Hope the weekend goes amazing for you, dude. And Elquan, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of everything you've been doing. Apex, you know, doing some light streaming here and there. Appreciate you, dude. You get a kiss from Alex. I shorted a new keyboard and got some C3 equal stabs for it. Are they any good? They're fine. They just take I feel like they take a little bit more lube to kind of worry about, or not worry rather, but make good. But they're completely fine. They're not my favorite stabs, but you'll be completely okay with them. Can you fart on command? Actually, no, I cannot. I can't burp on command either. I know some people can, but I can't do that shit. All right, guys, let's see we can go raid, because I actually have to use the restroom, and I want to clean up a little bit and get stuff prepared for tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing some moving around of furniture. I want to go raid CG Buen. Great, Mr. CG. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Don't fart if you need to poop. Yeah, I don't know if this is the right place to talk about this kind of stuff, but you know, just do your guys' thing. Enjoy wherever you need to do. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, we're doing the Heracles, which is that board with all that cool stuff on the weight. We're doing that on Sunday, and I know there was a few people interested in watching that stream. So again, it is Sunday we're doing that. Past that, it's gonna be like a normal day for us. We just hang out, have some fun, build a keyboard, and then yeah, we'll start the whole week over again on Monday. Fun. I don't know why, man. Next week I have so much stuff to do, and I'm not looking forward to it. But I'm happy to see you guys on Sunday. I'm giving moods on Sundays. You're gonna be lucky. I'm hoping. Wait, what? You're in a giving mood? I thought you just said you're gonna be in a good mood. Well, I'm hoping you're in a good mood too, Slurpless. Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I can't wait to see you on Sunday and next week too. See you guys and enjoy. Bye-bye.